Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those who are new, I know you can benefit. So often when I'm reading the Bible or I'm at Mass, I can't help but think of the vegan experience as well. It's so similar. I'm not taking away from God or anything. I'm just saying that I can understand the lessons to be very similar in being vegan, especially today where every other day we seem to hear about another vegan who's fallen away and decided not to be vegan anymore, for whatever reason. But often I wonder, were they ever? And then I'm also seeing, even in 80-10-10, which is a very popular way of eating, the book itself doesn't reference animals or considering the plight of animals. It really is only about the human diet. And I think it's a great adaptation for vegans in choosing which way they're going to eat. But I think it's important that we remember, no matter what, that vegan is to sustain the planet and to make sure that animals are respected, loved, and able to live, and not using their byproducts either. So I kind of feel like, yes, eat this way for your diet, eat this way for healing, but at the end of the day, we really need to consider that the definition of vegan itself is to honor all sentient beings and to avoid all animal products. Anyway, that said, I was looking at Mathew 13, verses 18 to 23, which is the parable of the sower by Jesus, that Jesus taught us himself. And though this is most certainly about faith, and I think you can be in different levels of understanding of your faith along the way, but those who are sustained are the ones who, of course, had the seeds in the deepest soil and had to patiently experience the process to really get their roots in deep. And I think it's the same with vegans. Let me know what you think. So here it is. Jesus said to his disciples, "Hear the parable of the sower. The seed sown on the path is the one who hears the word of the kingdom without understanding it." So this is where the seeds literally are just dropped on the sidewalk and inevitably will be discarded into drains, or the birds will take it away. It says, without understanding it, and the evil one comes and steals away what was sown in his heart. So I think initially when you hear about being vegan, it sounds so cool. It seems so reasonable to want to care for the planet and things like that. But the minute somebody questions your vegan lifestyle, asks you why you're doing it and how weird that is, and you're going to eat that way always, it's like the evil one coming in and stealing what was sown in your heart for the moment. And then part 2, the seed sown on rocky ground is the one who hears the word and receives it at once with joy. Wow, that's fantastic. I'm going to do it. But he has no root and lasts only for a time. When some tribulation or persecution comes because of the word, he immediately falls away. So again, questioning your faith, questioning your vegan lifestyle, anything like that, because it was on rocky ground, they panic and flee. Part 3, the seed sown among thorns is the one who hears the word, but then worldly anxiety and the lure of riches choke the word, and it bears no fruit. So certainly as a Christian, you may realize that as life gets hard, you're going to take the cheap way, right? When people offer the easy money, when people offer temptations through drugs, alcohol, but theft, tax evasion, like all those things. The seed is sown among the thorns is the one who hears the word, but then worldly anxiety and the lure of riches choke the word, and it bears no fruit. So for vegans, you're eating right initially, but when the standard American diet begins to tempt you, When you start having withdrawals and toys are presented, food-like products, you will go with them. You will go with them, ultimately. And finally, but the seed sown on rich soil is the one who bears the word and understands it, who indeed bears fruit and yields 100 or 60 or 30-fold. And that's the really patient one. That's the person who actually takes the time to go to church weekly, to not decide that everyone in church is a hypocrite and so you're not going to be there. Who is the hypocrite? I don't go to church for the hearts of the people sitting around me. I go because Christ is present in the Eucharist, and there's nowhere else I can be for that. Because good intentions are coming out of the priest's mouth. The word of God is being explained to me, and I am in a holy place. And I can pray for the people around me and pray that I will be forgiven by people who see me as hypocritical. Lord knows, as I continue on my walk and have changed many times, that there are people who will say, well, I knew. I had hamburgers and fries with her a million times. She drank down shakes like nobody could. Oh my gosh, what a hypocrite. Juliana used to cook turkeys at Thanksgiving and invite the world. Whatever, poser. And it's the same thing, in our faith life. Oh, I drank with her in high school. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? She used to be a pill gourmet. Yes, to all of those. All of those things are so true. They're all so true. But because my faith started in deep, deep soil, and it's taken time to allow everything to grow and be pruned and watered and, fed and cut down and grown again, in that deep soil, I am bearing fruit. I am yielding 160 and 30-fold. By God's grace, by the support of those people who have tolerated my hypocrisy. And I'm thrilled to proclaim that I am the rich soil individual because I've proven it for years. Right now, that's in my faith life, and it's unquestionable. In my vegan walk, some may say, I'm not sure where she's at yet. I wouldn't say I'm the seeds on the ground that are being pulled away. I probably wouldn't say that I was just the joyful one who went for it right away and then when things got hard, bailed. Sometimes maybe being choked when world anxieties come. I've certainly slipped. The seed sown among the thorns is the one who hears the word of eating right as a vegan, but then worldly anxiety and the lure of riches choke the word and it bears no fruit. I've certainly struggled and just since I was introduced to this, let's be fair, right? I only learned about it less than a year and a half ago, and it's only been a year that I've even been daring to attempt it. So I could say in my falling back that I was choked among the thorns. But now, as I've been completely clean during this raw reset time and well clean more than anything else for the last 6 months, that I may very well be in deep soil that's bearing fruit. All right, I don't know what you think of that comparison. As always, I would love to know in the comments below. Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't. I think it's pretty interesting. It came to me right away and it was worth sharing. And until we talk again, my friends, trust that you're blessed.